Department of Education is committed to provide learners with quality basic education that is accessible, inclusive, and liberating through proactive leadership, shared governance, evidence-based policies, standards and programs, responsive and relevant curricula, highly competent and committed officials, teaching and non-teaching personnel, and enabling environment. The department upholds the highest standards of conduct and performance to fulfill stakeholders' needs and expectations by adhering to constitutional mandates, statutory and regulatory requirements, and sustains client satisfaction through continuous improvement of the quality management system.
Thank you so much. Will you take your seat?
Stop taking meeting notes and
Okay, welcome to our day 2 of our in-service training. This is the continuation of learning, sharing ideas, and strengthening our skills to better serve our learners. And to make this afternoon even more brighter and welcoming, let us call in on stage our Assistant Special School Principal, Officer in Charge, Dr. Jordan Madroño.
Thank you, Ms. Mariel. Sa ating Senior High School Coordinator and Master Teacher, Ms. Virgie Munoz. Sa ating Junior High School Coordinator, Ms. Johanna M. Marquez. Sa ating Elementary Coordinator, Ms. Rochelle Ann Alvarado. Sa ating mga teachers, no? Sa elementary, high school, senior high school. Of course, sa ating mga bisita, we have our guests here, si Sir Marvin. We have Ms. Maritis Galang, Research Associate of the College of St. Benilde. And also we have Dr. Rafael Orhel de Dios Domingo, or DX Rafa, ang ating Head and Deaf Heritage and FSL Studies Unit ng De La Salle College of St. Benilde. Isang mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat. Good afternoon po. Ayan. Pasensya na kayo kasi supposed to be this inset is supposed to be scheduled on March. Tama po ba ako? March 13. Kaya lang sabi ko kay Ma'am Rochelle, naku, masyado nang malayo yung no? Isang kembot na lang graduation na, kaya minabuti natin, no? Na gawin siya mas maaga ng February. With a theme, ano yung theme natin? Rekindling passion in teaching deaf learners. Rekindling passion. Alam niyo po ako, nandun kami sa Kalayaan Elementary School. Nag-observe kami ng mga teacher 6 applicants. Tapos, merong isang teacher na hindi aplikante. Teacher 1 siya. 64 years old. Hindi siya nagpari-class. Nagkwento siya. Bakit ko ba i-stress yung sarili ko? Sabi niya, na-stress siya pagka nag-a-apply. Kontento na ako sa ginawa ko, sabi niya. Kontento na ako na magre-retire. Ayoko nang na-stress, sabi niya. Ang importante, sabi niya sa akin, na-fulfill ko yung purpose ko sa mundo at masaya ako magre-retire. Natouch ako sa ginawa niya. Kaya sa akin niya sinabi, napatapos ko yung mga anak ko ng kolehiyo, nakapagpuro ako sa mga bata ng tamang asal, may natutunan sila sa akin. Magre-retire ako ng masaya. Na-fulfill ko na yung purpose ko. Gusto kong maiyak sa sinabi niya gano'n, no? Kasi yung fulfillment niya, yung passion niya, no? Masaya siya na iniwan niya yung kanyang profesyon na meron siyang nagawa. So yun, parang, reflection ko sa atin, kaya ba? Meron kaya tayo maiiwang legacy sa mga bata? No? Na-touch ba natin yung buhay nila? No? So maganda yung sinabi niya niyon. So and with that, hindi ko lang papahabain dahil alam ko marami pang sasabihin ng ating mga visitors. No? Isang mapagpalang umaga at hapon po sa ating lahat. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jordan. Now, this day is our chance for us to look at things from different angles and discover strategies that can respond to the diversity of our learners. And to introduce our guest speaker for today, may I call in our Master Teacher 2, Mrs. Virginia Munoz.
Good afternoon to all. Let me introduce our first resource speaker for today. She is Ms. Marie Grace Galang, a dedicated research associate at the Center for Education Advancement of the Deaf of De La Salle College of St. Union. She is a project leader in Deaf Heritage and Deaf Life Stories under the Deaf Heritage and Filipino Sign Language Studies Unit. Ms. Galang holds a diploma in Sign Language Documentation and Sign Linguistic Study and a bachelor's degree in Applied Deaf Studies with specialization in entrepreneurship. She has extensive experience in Filipino Sign Language documentation, translation, research, and teaching. She has conducted fieldwork across Luzon and Mindanao, contributed to Deaf Heritage initiatives, created educational storybooks in Filipino Sign Language, and co-facilitated training workshops. With her strong background in research, deaf culture, and sign language education, she continues to advocate for the preservation and promotion of Filipino Sign Language and deaf heritage. Let us warmly welcome Ms. Marie-Grace Galang. Our second resource speaker is DX Rafael.
Hello everyone. So now I want to introduce myself. I'm also living here since 1986. When I was born. So now I have a 3-son here. So we will discuss about this
third one is syntax. Yes. I'm sorry. Now, we will first discuss. This is phonology. This is how we sign it, and we have morphology. This is how we sign it. The last one is syntax, and this is how you sign syntax. Okay. Next. I think you know phonology. Have you learned it before? Have you learned it before? Have you learned about this? I think let's have a review, okay? Alright, so this is we have 5. I think this is for parameters. Hand configuration. Before that, this is hand shape. Yes, that's the new one. Hand configuration. This is how you sign it. This is how you sign hand configuration. Next, we have location. This is movement, side to side. This is palm orientation. And we also have the non-manual signs. Okay, so let's see the picture. As you can see, we have the face here, and this is for the expression. And this is for this. Let's research or discuss first the hand. Let's check it, discuss it using the different parameters of sign language. Yes. First, the sound, but it's different from what we have with the mouth, the movement of the mouth. Right? So you have to read it. It's a deaf sign. So you need sign. It's from different parts. Okay. Let me show you. Okay, please go back. Let me show you first. What? This is how you sign what. Okay? Now let's see. Try it. Yes. With facial expression. What is the facial expression? For what? So you have to open your eyes. What? Something like that. Okay? Again, what? Next, the hand. How do you move the hand? Is it left or right? Yes. No. Or like that. Or is it circle? No. The correct way should be moving left to right. Okay. Then where's the location? Where's the place? Where do you sign it? Is it on the head, on the right, or is it in front of you? That's the location. Then we also have the palm orientation. Is it something like this, or is it facing in front of you, or facing? Yes. Yes. Is it facing out or facing in, or facing out, facing upward or facing downward? And it is facing out. So that's the palm orientation. So we have forward, raise, and this is hand configuration. We only have one hand configuration, and that's it. That's the 5 parameters. Is it clear? Next. Next, I also have a word for this one. SDES. Central Education of Deaf Studies. This is how you sign it. SDES. I work at the office. I also have the sign. One. Handshake. How many handshakes does it have? Yeah.
We have different handshakes. Okay, so we gather this surface hat, and then next is okay. Now we have to practice. You will answer to me. For example, this is Adi. Let's go back to the wait. That's the sign. Okay, what's the handshake? Okay, yes, 5. Okay, 2, 5 hands. And then where's the location? Okay, below your in front, not to the side of your foot. What's the movement? Okay, it's going outside. And the back orientation. So we have open front on front. Okay. And the non-manual signal is the facial expression. So you do that with your finger place. Okay, next. Okay, what's the sign? What's the handshake? Okay, we have one annotation. Okay, on the cheek. And then the movement. So we have it's going outside. And the back orientation, what? Where? Okay. In. Okay, going in. Not outside, side to side. No, but the palm in. And then non-manual signal is no, there's no facial expression. Okay, next. So we have to study the morphology. Now we are done in the palm orientation. Now we know that it connects with English. Sign and English is different. So we have the structure. The English have own structure, and the sign have its own structure. So we have smaller. The words have sounds, but in sign there is no sound. Only we see it. We have the visual word. We have 2 morphemes. First is the free morpheme, and second is the bound morpheme. We will show you that later. Tag. Okay. Okay. It's a tag. Okay, later we will show what are these types. And then there is affixes. affixes. We have the tag if beside the side. Prefix, suffix, and date. Yes, and
Affixes and suffixes. Also. Prefix and suffix and affix. We have prefix, suffix, and affix. And this is how you sign a combined. This one sign is then we also have sign for and how do we sign it? Next, let me show you. Now let us see. So first we have single. This is how you sign G. Right? Then with S, if you add the S for plural, how do you sign? Yes, this is how you sign many trees using with S, the plural form of the noun. This is how you sign. There are many trees. If it is only one tree, you have to sign it this way, but it is it's a repeated movement with the hand. Yes. Next, let's try E. And that's for singular noun. And when we add, like a gerund, it's continuous. It's a longer movement, something like this. Eating. It's a longer movement. It is the basic for morphemes. When we add another word to it, it becomes this one. Eating. This is how you sign eating. It depends on the sign. And you know, it will take a bit long for the movement. Yeah. That's for our adding ing to that. Then next we have happy. Right? Happy. And then if it's unhappy, when we add the word on, you have to add facial expression. The sad face. Yes, a facial expression. You don't have to sign I'm happy. You don't have to sign it that way. You should add facial expression. Sad face. Clear? Okay, let's proceed.
So another word we have the word here, combine. It's about combining two independent signs. We just recently the basic word three morphemes. Then with additional other sign. So for the first sign, plus the second sign. So for example, we have here the word father and mother. Two movements, two times. Father and mother. So the meaning for this is how. One word means parents for one movement. For now, let's see how this new sign look. Let's see. For this example, there's no repeated sign. Only one or one action. Can you show me how you sign this? T plus same. How? Can anyone sign for this? T, same. Equals agree. This one? Agree. How? How do you sign this? Okay. It's like that. Our minds together. It's like that. It's like a sign for father, mother, and parents. See? Same. Or agree. Same. This style we call this compounding. Two signs with one meaning.
For the numerical calculation, let's talk about time. How do we combine it? Let's see. For the sign is, this is how you sign month. Now, when we incorporate numbers, let's say number 3, this is how you sign it. 3 months. First, 2 months, 1 month, then this is 3 months. 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, and so on and so forth. This stamp is without, yes, we use it. And then the other one, how about year? Let's try year. Year, yes. This is 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 1 day, 2 day, something like that. 1 week, 3 weeks. This is also how you sign weeks by adding the numbers. Yes. This is 2 days ago, 3 days ago. It means 4 days ago. You just have to sign it this way. Simple 1 to 6. 2 months. That's 2 months. Next.
Next, we have this one. It's very hard. It can be alternate. True, it's a struggle in English. Why we have the sign for the deaf, it's always visual sign. All the time we use, but the written form in English is different, it's not the same. So we have the vocal intonation. So we part of the voice, but inside it's not exact. First, we have the deaf uses the conceptual. It doesn't follow the English form. I will show you how. First, we have the English translation there. I eat banana. That's the English form, in sentence form. But inside, it doesn't follow the English form. I eat banana. Yes, it follows the English form. But how is it when it's conceptual? Me, I eat banana. Wait, it means I didn't eat banana yet. There's no banana there. It must be conceptual. We should change that. First, we need to have the sign what? First, we need to sign. We peel the banana, and then we eat it. When combined, it's banana, we peel and eat. So we show the peel first, and then we eat. That's in English. The correct sentence is that. But in sign, it doesn't have. Why? It must follow the conceptual form where you peel the banana first, and then you eat it. So it's a struggle to incorporate the sign concept into English form. So it must always follow the English. Why? Sometimes the sign in the English is the same, but that doesn't happen all the time. Any question?
Any question?
Any question?
Can you please go here?
First, please come up the stage.
I have a question.
Sir, nang magigna ka daw kasi nagbibidyo si
I have a question because I have I've been teaching small children example. The word hindi ko makita nasa salita. I'm happy. I'm happy. Recently, when I was teaching, and how can I teach the word that they know, because to inform sad and unhappy. How is it different? Unhappy and sad. How?
No, because the word is different. The sign only have a one.
Yes, those
Yes,
are varied.
yes, that's
Thank you.
correct.
Thank you very much.
Okay. For example, the sign, we have the word. We have many different kinds of words. It depends upon how you interchange that. First, the English one, and the sign one. No, it can be a variety of words with one sign. The sign can be one, but a variety of words can be many. For example, we have a run. What's the sign for run? Yes, that's the sign of run. One sign. But in... Okay, run out. It means almost not. Okay, it depends on that. word. Run. Another example is again, the same. Running. Running nose. It's not running nose. Running nose. The word can be many. Wait, sorry. The word can be one, but the content of the sentence says it's not the same. We can change the sign. But we must inform the students that the English of that is this. We should introduce this and a sign so that they don't know what's the meaning. We can figure spell and say the meaning and say the sign. So it's three: figure spell, meaning, and sign, so that the students will know what is it. Yes, another question.
Hi, I have a question. Because before, I was teaching English, and I really got a bit confused in teaching LY, ED, something like that. So adding those words, or ING. How will we teach that? Example, or friendly, how will we say it?
Yes, it's not that. It's not numbering. It's about the facial expression. Something like that. It's not
How will they understand?
Yes.
Respond to this.
You have to sign and then you have to spell.
How about that?
No, it's not. It isn't part of the English form. We sign friendly, like it does not follow the English form. Like we have to incorporate it in facial expression and then we sign it. We inform them that that's friendly and then sign it. So we have to use it with action. Okay, you have to show it with action.
Running.
Example, running. Yes.
Let them learn the fingers now.
Wait. Okay, there is this presentation about the sandwich. We will present later about the screen, sign, figure spell, and sign. When combined, so wait for the presentation. For example, we have the sentence dance. And then we have we show it in facial expression. We have to incorporate it in facial expression. Initialize. We need to initialize that. It depends upon the letter. Sign. So we need to use the natural sign. Initialized sign is not natural. Okay, wait. We will show an example. For example, in alphabet, letter A. Must we follow the initialized A? What's apple? Like that? No. The natural sign of apple is A. Like going on tree, you're talking. Okay, it's more conceptual. It's not like A as in incorporating in A as in apple. B1. It's book, painting, but it's still letter B, initialized B. What's the natural sign? Hi. Okay, like that. What's the difference? So C. What's the conceptual? Cat. visualize C, no. C used for cooking, glasses. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? Okay.
I want to add something about your questions. About friendly, non-manual signs, non-manual search marker, and other of signs, communication expression. For example, you have the word dance. Peacefully dance. Peacefully dance. It's like this one. With your facial expression for the adverbs.